What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Back again excuse me, with another pick-up video. This pick-up video is, I thought I'd do this now, as of recording this, I am 8 days away from Comic-Con, so I thought I'd get this out of the way, pretty much ahead of Comic-Con, so I can relax between now and then sort of reset after doing that, then do a pick-up video for that. Now I've got a few things lined up I want to sort of potentially get signed, buy, do this, that and the other. But as we all know, nothing in life is guaranteed apart from death and taxes. So it's a case of, yeah. So in this video I've got my normal comics, some beautiful teas, some beautiful juicy teas, like with a couple of nice juicy tea issues, and some nice, not necessarily a key, but it's a nice issue in a important X-Men run. So that's comic-wise. Physical media, it'll be strange, but a fair few Blu-rays, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of these are up. So with Star Trek, it's very strange. So with the new shows, so who started with? So with the Lower Decks, I think season 4 and 5 only were released on Blu-ray. So me being me originally, buying them on DVD, then having to get Blu-ray, irritated me. Same as the final season of Discovery, it's only on Blu-ray. So, I've started pretty much any new show, or newer show, so that's, I'm looking at both of them there, Lower Decks, Prodigy, Strange New Worlds, Discovery and Picard. I didn't do, there's one that I didn't do because it's a movie, not a show. I've been upgrading to Blu-ray, so they're more uniform. So I'll do what I show the ones I've been doing. I've been getting all these from HMV because it's more guaranteed for these to work. So a couple of these I still need to do. So I'll do show by show. With this one, I only need season 2. So we're doing Picard 1 and 3. Personally, I enjoyed all 3 seasons. This one is, I've always said, it's, technically Picard is the final season. It can probably be classed as a season 8 of Next Generation. So if you're going to watch with Picard, if you're going to watch any of the seasons on its own, sort of do that one. You might get lost a bit of story, but obviously with Judo it's a little bit easier to do. This one. So with Discovery, actually Discovery did have a DVD. What the fuck am I talking about? But again, like I said, uniform and Blu-ray, so I just realised I did it on DVD, so I've done the final season, the 4th season, and the 3rd season. So I need to do the first 2 seasons. With Discovery is very much, it's the Marmite of the Star Trek franchise, if you love it or hate it. Me, it's, would I go back to it? Yes, I would. Would I rush back to it? No. Like, compared to other Star Treks, like newer Star Treks, there's others I'd go back to before that, personally. This next one, I'm upgraded. I'm doing it now because I don't need any until they air the new series. This is definitely my favourite Star Trek. Is it my favourite of all time? Maybe up there, probably second favourite. Definitely my favourite of the new ones. Probably second overall. And that's Strange New World, so I don't see the 1 and 2. As most people know, as with like Jess Bush as Nurse Chapel, one of my sort of celebrity crushes. The fact that I got to meet her every year, get a book signed and graded. Very happy, but I say to people, if you've not watched any Star Trek and you want to get into Star Trek with the newer stuff anyway, this is the one to watch. If you've got knowledge of older Star Trek, then do Lower Decks. If you just but I do recommend doing that. So this won't be the first time you see this one in the lineup, because it's in the new stuff. So I'm not sort of upgrading. You will see this the other season, but Star Trek Prodigy season 1. People there's a point when we got season 2 because people try to save it. Is it the best Star Trek? I would rather go back to the animated series over this. I'll do Discovery over this. I'm not saying it's not me. It's not. I've not seen season 2, so I'm only really judging it on this season. But after watching season 2, we'll never know. But again, you will see that in a sec. The last one I've upgraded. I only need season 1. That is Lower Decks. So it's that if you've seen Star Trek and you love Easter eggs, that's the one to go for. I really enjoyed the last season. The only problem was it sort of, I was like, how many episodes was it? I don't think it was many. 2, 4, 5, 10 episodes. So there's at least a couple of extras on that one. So with the newest, the actually new to the collection and not outgrading, I'll do the Blu-rays first. And because we're on the sort of Star Trek theme, season 2 of Prodigy. Again, I've not seen this one. I might enjoy this one. It was on Netflix for ages. But honestly, I think much to it. But hopefully I'll enjoy it. One thing I want to start getting into is more anime or manga or whatever you want to class that. One, I want to start. I've got 2 random seasons of Bleach. Want to start getting all them to watch that before the 1,000-Year War one are done. I started Bleach, really enjoyed it. There's another one I want to pick up, which I have seen and enjoyed. Not many episodes. Elfin Lies. It's a weird sort of anime name. And one of the ones I picked up, Spiders, my apologies, that's what I picked up, was from H&B. Something I picked up on Blu-ray. A lot of people raved on about this. I think Metro Chef has mentioned this. And that's Chainsaw Man. Every time I see Chainsaw Man, I either see the Chainsaw Man himself or the blonde pink haired woman in the suit. So that's all I know. Chainsaw Man and a fetish, basically. So I don't know nothing about it. So at some point my fucking backlog I will dip to that. And this is a Arrow film. I have got the VHS of this. but I thought I'd just on out on the Arrow. Normally Arrow Blu-rays are normally the better versions of Blu-ray to pick up, so I thought fuck it. And there's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Obviously being a Arrow isn't the best for art, but I loved that cover, so I went with that. Two DVDs. One of these I think I said me down. Don't know why. I think I'm upgrading the new TV shows to Blu-ray for Star Trek. Then this next one I class as a film. I've not rushed to this because it feels like what I'm saying probably like 98% of Trekkies hate this film. Wish it would have made. So I'm not rushed to it. It's Star Trek Section 31. If I'm going by what people are saying, it's a truck of shit. I've not seen it yet, so I can't make my own decision. So, with me, it's strange. Things that normally people hate, I normally love. So there's going to be a chance of me doing that. So, the last film is an old film. It's an old. I'm with the 85 apparently. Saw this because of the cover. To tell off my suggestions on CX. Looked at the trailer. The trailer looked like a bit of me. So I thought if I could do with those Barbarian Twin. So it's probably shit. The trailer probably hypes up for me, but until I sort of sit down and watch it, I don't know. The straight is most when I'm up at new stuff to me. I'm not upgrade. I normally sort of put the films to all TV shows to one side, wait till I do them, pick up video, then watch them. Or in case of most things, sit there fucking ages. So yeah, let's now go with the comic books. Two of these books in my head showed in my free comic book day video, so I'm not doing them. So this first one was actually a freebie. I don't know what it was. I really made one gave it to me because there's a version of Spider-Man on cover. That's why it gave it to me. And that's Marvel Mystery number 4. So the version of my Spider-Man. So that's that. Put these two together, right? Yeah, they're different, the same character with different sort of storylines. Loves issue 1 of both of these. I think it's only like 4 or 5 issue series on both. So the first one is Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness. If you just love the Army of Darkness stuff, like, it's worth checking out personally. Another one is, again, if you love Mars Attacks, this is Red Sonja Attacks Mars. This apparently follows on from the Mars Attacks Red Sonja storyline, which I've not read in its entirety, so I don't actually truly know. But I'm enjoying this, so maybe at Comic-Con try and find the other issues of the other ones I can read and collect. Hopefully. Something like that is when it comes to the ones I'm showing you in this video. So that I think this is the only DC book, and that is Poison Ivy with muscle mummy legs. So that, yeah, so it is very sort of, yeah, the rest of it is either Marvel or indie. Next one is, don't normally do this, the cover artist, but I think the best one at the ones that came out for Phoenix number 11. Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider. This one was, face looks weird but the rest looks fine. And it's Silent number 7. Oh fuck. Shit. Actually need to do. Actually need to check the back of these to sort of double check what I'm fucking showing you. Only because both these covers are Alex Ross covers. Okay, this one is number 7. West Coast Avengers. That's really the Alex Ross one. This is pretty much on the front, and this one is the 16th of X-Men. Issue 14. This one was my favourite, I think, at the issues. Issue 14 of the Uncanny X-Men. Okay, I'll do a bit of organisation, yeah. That's a bit of an energy. I'll do this one before I do all the juicy books. I rarely pick up UK reprints. I went to one of my local shops, and one of the guys that went at volunteers gym found a lot of these Secret Wars 2 UK reprints, which like reprints like tie-ins and sort of some of the issues and things like that. 2 of them, one I got on hold next week, and this one I picked up, and that's number 42, Secret Wars 2. I picked up Ages of the Fantastic Four cover, and they're becoming a little bit relevant. Oh, and Miguel She-Hulk. So, isn't it? And now these sort of juicy books is more like what shall I show first? I'll do this one on its own, because I'll do a sort of different runs, but sort of same sort of books. They're both X-Men. First one is the key that it's strange, I love the character, I forget to sort of look on eBay at the price or a key. So I thought, fuck it, I looked, and good thing, because I've seen her show years on Netflix, that as a hint, ended, it's sort of, this is I feel like the right time to pick this show up. I think I paid like 25 quid. As to the other right Matthew. And that is Alias number 1, which is the first Jessica Jones. This is a one that I wanted. At some point I'd like to continue to run, but the two important, this is the big, if you go by ZLZ, which is the Japanese catalogue of books, this is like, it'll be a gold key, major key. The only sort of, I think, like the only other important key in this one will be Purple Man, who was played by David Tennant in the show. What should I show first? I'll do this one first. I've already picked this one up. It says I'm dangerous, so I'll do this one. This one is, if we don't mind what it was purchased on by eBay, it's £12 this book. But what I've got into it is 70p because thanks to a trade. But I feel like it's after Deadpool vs Wolverine, as a hint to who this is, it's and with X-Men now being a bit more mainstream, I'll come back on films with like Avengers Doomsday and things like that. You never know if they'll bring this character back as a villain. So this is X-Men 114, the first Cassandra Nova. Again, I was technically 70p in this book, but this and Alias, and at some point next book, when I get the entire story arc, will be graded. The final book. This is, if we're going by ZLZ, not a key. I think there are some key elements to it. This is a part of probably one of the most important, if not at least top 3 important storylines in X-Men. Not Days of Future Past, that was not long after, but the Phoenix Saga, or Dark Phoenix Saga. But I've got issue 136. Pretty much like the death of, her death. So I paid, I think, 15 quid for this, so I thought that was a bargain, I think. This is a run I'm very slowly, very surely getting. Jamie at New Dawn has got another one on hold for me. So I think by the time I picked it up, I have 4 of the 9 issues in that run. I think apart from the 129, which is the start of it, I think the only other big one I'm missing. There's a couple of, I think 1 or 2 of T's, but the other big one will be the first picture of Dark Phoenix. I've got 130, 131. So first there's the one after, but first there's the one for it. But so surely I'm getting the Dark Phoenix Saga. I know they've sort of been doing facsimiles of them, apart from the originals. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I know it felt a bit rushed and sort of interrupted by my dad's same thing as done. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you are down to comment on next week or this week, depending on when you watch this video, let me know. And if you see me, say hi. I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but it's nice to make friends at these sort of things. So yeah, hope to speak to you guys soon, and ciao for now.